Hello and welcome to another episode of Mac Minute. This week we're going to go one more week into the sharing and connecting to remote computers. This week we're going to talk about Windows. We mentioned it 2 weeks ago about Windows. We showed you some basic browse things, but I want to go into actually connect to server and show you how that works. So if you're in your Finder, if you go up to the Go menu and you come down to the bottom, it says Connect to Server. So this allows you to connect to all kinds of servers, Windows servers, Unix servers, other Mac servers, you name it, you can connect to it because it's using something called Samba, NFS, and a few other things behind the scenes. So Windows always uses basically Samba. Samba is the Unix version of SMB, and I don't want to get into the details of all the terms, but basically that is the file sharing and drive sharing method that Windows uses. And they created a utility in Unix to connect to it called Samba. And SMB is the short code for that. So because of all these different ways of connecting, there are a number of things you can type into this server address field. So if you're doing an NFS connection, you do NFS : / and the IP address or the name of the server if you want to do NFS. If you're doing Samba though for Windows, it's SMB : / and it's trying to think of what my machine name is. Desktop. If I spell it right. And I should be able to connect. Oh, let me go see what the name of it really is. Mic Desktop. Okay, so if I go in here and I say Mic Desktop, I would be able to connect to it. And then it shows me what you want to connect to, shows or users. So if I go to users, there we are with users. I now have a mapped window that shows the share. And if I want to go to a different share, I can come in here and say connect to server. And let's say I want to connect to the shows. I just type in shows and it'll go right to it. It does go right to it. There it goes. And there I am connected to the other share. So it's that easy to connect to a Windows machine. Sometimes you'll be asked for credentials. I've already logged in on this one, so it knows my credentials. It does remember the credentials. And that's an optional thing as well. You don't have to have it remember credentials, but I did set it up to remember that. So that's how you connect to pretty much any kind of server. Like I said, it's NFS for NFS servers. It's SMB for Samba, which is Windows, things like that. So you basically need to know the name of the machine. And if you don't know the share name, you can leave it off and it'll bring it up and show you what it is. Plus, the other thing you can do is if you use these servers a lot, like I use the shows one all the time, I just don't use it for this user, I can click this and there it is. And now I can get to it anytime, clicking on it, hit connect. So, and you can also see some recent stuff right here that you can connect to real quickly. So that's pretty much it. It's really simple to connect to Windows. It works great with Windows. All of our storage is on Windows servers for our shows. And when I render on here, I connect to it and I render right over the network, right to the shows. It gets automatically put up to YouTube and all the podcasting stuff. All happens automatically after it gets over there. So it works great. I use it all the time and without any problems at all. So that's it for Mac Minute this week. We'll see you next week. For show notes for this show, contacts, and more, go to the techzen.tv website where you can get show notes for all of our shows. We love to hear from our viewers and listeners. We have an email, a Twitter, and a phone number where you can contact us for each show. For details, visit the techzen.tv website and get the show details. You can also make a video and upload it somewhere like YouTube or Vimeo and then just send us a link. You never know, you may see your video in a future show. You can get all of our shows delivered automatically to your favorite device by going to your favorite podcast website like iTunes and subscribing. Each of our shows also has a YouTube channel you can subscribe to get regular updates. Our shows are also available on most internet radio networks like Stitcher and TuneIn Radio. You can also watch and listen to our shows on Xbox, TiVo, and Roku. You can even find us on your Zune.